Can you hear me? All right. Yeah, good day, everyone. My name is Coach Salisu. With me on this call is Coach Mo. Today's session is centered on mindset and risk management. Today's session, which is Wednesday, we put it on Wednesday because it's the middle of the week, is a very, very important session that you can't afford to miss, and your team members cannot afford to miss. It is not just to activate people. I want to go to B4. I want to get to B3, B4. I'm a B4, I'm a B5. My brother and sisters on this call, once you start RoyalQ, you need to know that your integrity and your reputation is on the line. If you decide to go and lie just because you're looking for activation, or you did not build properly because you're looking for activation, you will get to that rank, and the kind of money you should be making, you will not be seeing it because you're not building properly. You did the wrong thing. Just like when you build a house with a very wrong foundation, what will happen to the house? It will crumble. That's how it is, my brother, here on this call. So we're going to look at 3 people, the richest men. As you know, on this call, RoyalQ Emotion International, we tend to look at the rich men. What are they talking about? I am Coach Mo. We don't follow you. You a broke person. Why will I be following you? You see, you follow people that are not inspiring you to become wealthy. No, some people, depends on who you follow, determine who you will be in the future. Go and check our Twitter handle or Instagram, Twitter most especially. Warren Buffett, Jack Ma, CZ, those are the kind of people you follow and hear what they are saying because you want to be wealthy, because they are already wealthy, they are already reached a stage where you want to be. Now, I will be talking about Warren Buffett, Jack Ma, and Steve Jobs. Although Steve Jobs is dead, still have Warren Buffett and Jack Ma. We're talking about what they say as regards business. The script on the risk management is shared on the group. I think there are 15 of them. We're hoping very soon you will see it hit 20 or 25. These are, because not everybody will have the time to want to go through it, we have a video that is very, very important for your team members to watch before they start this business, right? The truth about the business is there. So the first thing we look at, let's get to work. First statement, if you check the risk management, you will see where we say if you want to build a team, you don't need to stress yourself. You just need to ensure that you and your team members are attending Zoom session. Right? I will start with the words of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett said that the mindset that kills business is complacency. The mindset that kills business is complacency. And this is what happened to a lot of people. A lot of people that start RoyalQ decide not to renew. They decide not to renew, or they feel that the business is not worth it. A business that pays someone $800,000 plus in 3 years, we say it's not worth it because there is something you don't know. That's why it's not worth it to you. To you. Now, what is complacency? You start RoyalQ, right? Instead of RoyalQ is a school that you cannot graduate. Every single day you need to keep learning, keep reading, keep knowing more better, keep getting better about your business. But you see someone, once he activates, that's complacency. I'm okay. And that's why you see a lot of people are broke, because they are okay with the kind of pay they are collecting. They keep managing poverty with salary. Like I said previously, salary is like a disease that was instilled in our bloodstream when we started schooling. The school system is designed to make you an employee. So immediately you finish school, what you do is to start looking for job instead of start thinking of how you can create job in order to solve the problem of your country. You are now becoming a liability to your country. What I would say a liability is The job is not even available and you're looking for a job. When you go to places like US, China, Russia, these are developed countries. The job is available. So you looking for a job, you are not a liability to the country because you want to see that you work and so that for the country to be able to produce and export in order to make the currency of the country powerful in the world. Yes, but in a country like Africa or Nigeria where unemployment is a challenge, you are looking for a job. Instead of you to solve the problem with the certificate you have acquired, what are you doing? You are looking for a job. Or when you get a job, you are trying to look for another one that will pay better. Be forgetting that nobody got rich with salary. That's why you see salary sounds like slavery. All of them start with S. Nobody got rich with salary. As I'm talking to you now, are you okay with your salary? Type a yes or no on the chat. Can your salary pay all your bills? Are you okay? Are you happy with your job? 87% of people, based on research that was shared, that was the time Coach Mo shared the research he did based on the work, people that are salary earners. 87% of people that are working are not happy with their job. Why will you be happy? Every time you wake up in the morning around 7, 8, you are on your way to work. Your wife will be telling you, darling, won't you stop and take a break? I know I'm late. You are busy running to make somebody else's business succeed. But when you come back from work, 4, 5 p.m., instead of you to sit down and start using the small little time you have to build your own business, you are busy watching Netflix. You are busy punching your phone on WhatsApp, chatting that will not bring money into your pocket. You are busy watching movies, watching DSTV movies that will not put money in your pocket. You are busy making calls that will not put money in your pocket. And yet you will now say, hey, the president is not doing well. They are not doing well. What are you doing? What are you doing to solve the problem of your country? What are you doing? Ask yourself.
It seems we lost Coach Salisu. His network threw him out. Let's patiently wait for him to rejoin. For those who just joined us, please ensure you are here with your team members, and also, in case you might have some questions, please write the questions on a notepad so that when it's time for questions, you can ask your questions, okay? So please write all your questions in case you have any question. So let's patiently wait for Coach Salisu to rejoin back so that he would proceed from where he stopped. Okay, I'm trying to. Quickly remind all your team members who are not here to join us as soon as they can, because this morning session is very important. So they need to be here to learn from everything that will be taught this morning. Okay, I'm trying to quickly get in touch with Coach Salisu. Let me find out what is the problem. All right.
So as I was saying, complacency is one of the key things that spoil somebody's business. You start royalty, you feel that you know everything. And you are just taught 2 or 3 strategies, 4 strategies. We have 4 strategies. And you feel you know everything. You don't need to attend Zoom again. A guy did that. As I'm talking, everything I'm saying is reality. I'm not telling you because my mind said because that's what I feel. It is facts. A guy who is in my team, Smash B2 rank, decided to create his own group, right? His own group. The thing is that I am Coach Mo, we have a tradition. Immediately you activate your vote, maybe you meet us, you want to activate your vote, we have a broadcast list. A broadcast list, we add you there, and we separate the broker, we create another broadcast list. If, for example, you have 50 people that have joined your royalty business, of course, not everybody will want to build. Not everybody, just like it is not everybody that will enter paradise. True, of course. Not everybody, just like not everybody will enter paradise. That's how it is. Not everybody will want to build. So if it's not everybody that will want to build, you need to identify those among the 50 people that want to build, so that you will not create another broadcast list for them. You keep sending them content that will show them how to build their business, while these 50 people will keep getting content that will make them understand the business, right? So now, this guy decided to create his own group, separate from the group that we created, right? I have a prospect group, separate, and he started to post what I post on my group, my brother and sisters on this call, because he's not consistent. And Dangote, who is the richest man in Africa, says that you have to be consistent in business for you to succeed. That's what he said. So this guy is not consistent. After 2 months, he started 3-4 months, he smashed the B2 rank, right? After he smashed the B2 rank, he became complacent. The same word of Warren Buffett. He feels he knows everything. Did you know that this guy, that group, he stopped posting? He completely stopped posting about the business, and all the people he brought are gone. More than 20 people, close to 30 people or 40, they are gone. So 40 people that trusted you, that believe in you, took their hard-earned money to join a business that you preach to them. Those 40 people are gone. They are not. When I say gone, means that they are not going to. They did not renew, right? When they see you outside tomorrow, how do you think they will feel? What do you think they will think about you? They will say you are somebody that don't have integrity. Your reputation, your integrity, your charisma, your everything will be on the low, will go down in their mind, because they will no longer believe in you again. This business, if you want to build, you must ensure that you really want to do this for the rest of your life. Because anybody you are bringing into this business, just like I told you, if the person wants to build, you add them in that your broadcast list that they want to build, so that you keep posting and sending content that will make them understand and make them know how to build the right way, right? Don't just leave them because you've already collected your activation fee, you're gone. And this guy, this is how he stopped posting on his group, and that's how the group dies. Nobody is talking on that group for more than 3, 4, 5 months now. The group is gone. Nobody talks. Nobody will open to this group. I myself am about to even exit it because he added into the group. So what am I trying to say? Complacency. You feel you know everything. You feel you're okay. There's nothing pushing you to be better than yesterday. Once you activate your boat and you want to grow, you want to build to V6, there must be a burning desire of wanting to be better than yesterday for life, for the rest of your life. That should be something that is pushing you, that is just like a lion is pursuing you. That's how you should be. That lion is poverty. Is chasing you. You are running away. Look at Dangote. Dangote's net worth is $13.6 billion. If he says he's not going to work, and that man is 67 years old as of last year. As of last year, Dangote is 67 years old. If he says he's not going to work again, that is the end. He will not finish spending this money. He can't even finish it. Even if it means he's spending $500,000 on a monthly basis for the rest of his life, or $1 million on a monthly basis for the rest of his life, he's not going to finish that money. But you see, up till now, he's still building. Because of what? It is not about him. is about his generation unborn. My brother and sisters on this call, complacency, as I say, is the watchword. You need to ensure that you are not saying that, I'm okay, I don't need to know anything, I don't need to learn anything again. You don't need to attend Zoom again, you and your team members. Zoom, attending or Zoom, should be something you should be consistent with you and your team members. Because I might say something that you are discouraged, you feel sad, you are not happy, you feel like giving up. I will say something that will trigger your mind and kill that thought in your mind. While you're about to give up, you still continue, even though you know what I'm talking about. This business is all about reputation. You don't play with your integrity. My brothers and sisters on this call, don't play with your integrity. You must ensure you protect it like egg. Just like you don't want an egg to fall and break on the ground. That's how you should protect your integrity. And how you can do that is not to be complacent. You need to be better than yesterday, so that at any point in time, when you are preaching the gospel of this business to anyone, right, and you're bringing that person into this business, you should have the courage, right, to keep getting in touch with that person. Even if you make me a mentor of this group, I keep sending you message. Unless if you say you're not doing again, you are quitting the business, you tell me that you're not doing again. That's when, like a guy that finished PhD, and you know those people that finished PhD, he doesn't even know that I have a master's. He was showing as if he knew everything. He went on Google and do theoretical research, theoretical, not practical. He did theoretical research on royalty, and he's telling me that royalty is not a business that can, it's just an affiliate business, doesn't pay. I just left him with his service. I left him and he's gone. The guy is my team member. He started 2021, but he said he's too busy. He doesn't, because he's working in an oil company. I don't want to mention the oil company here in Abuja, right? I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to mention where he's working. But today he's gone because he is not. You have read the theory. What about the practical? Elon Musk, who is the richest man on earth, who spends 80 hours to 100 hours on a weekly basis. After reading the theory, he still go and interact with smart people. That is, those that have the experience, because experience is not something you put in the book. Experience is not something, you forget all the books or the textbooks you read. You must and talk to people that already have the experience on that field. Me that have an experience of 5 years experience in royalty. All the things I know, you can't see it on, you go to Google, you can't see it. All the things I am coach will know, you can't see it on Google, you can't see it on anywhere, it's in our head. So it is that experience you want to come and learn, aside the theory you have learned on Google. Right? So this guy became complacency caught him, and his business is dead. This guy I'm talking about, who is a V2, he's gone. I don't think he has even renewed his account. But tomorrow, how do you think he will feel when he see me in B6? When he see me in B6, making his 30 years salary in 1 month, how do you think he will feel? He's going to be happy. He will regret why he did not take. I am telling you today, my brothers and sisters on this call, if you don't take royalty seriously and you lose that, you become lackadaisical as time goes on. It is just a matter of time. You will regret why you didn't do it. Why am I saying this? Because of the words of Bill Gates. Bill Gates said that the secret in success in a business is in getting to know where the world is moving to and get there first. You and I confirm that Trump, the president of US, which is the number one most developed country in the world, signed an executive order saying that, telling the world that he wants to make cryptocurrency and AI, US, he wants to make US the capital of cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence. What is he telling you? You, a Nigerian, you will say, because crypto has not come to your country. Crypto has come to your country, but it has not fully, everyone has not fully embraced it. You will now say you're not going to do it. You don't want to follow the words of Bill Gates. That was how internet came. And that is why oil, agriculture was one of the number one business that everyone was into. back 30 years or 40 years ago, 50 or 60, 70 years ago in Nigeria. But upon discovery of oil, 1956, in Ole Ibiri, Bayelsa State, that was when they switched, and everybody decided to rush into oil. Those people that took that oil business seriously, today they are arrested, they are chilling. The same thing with cryptocurrency. If you lose guard and you play, you will now see I and Coach Mo, Coach Wealth, I'm mentioning those that are dedicated. Dollar Queen, Yunus. When you see us in V6, cashing out your 30 years salary in 1 month or in 1 week, that time you'll be shedding tears. And that time, if you come to us, my brothers and sisters on this call, nobody is going to answer you. I will block you. Immediately you chat me, I will block you. Straight up. I don't know, Coach Mo, whether you block them. Coach Mo, what do you think? Will you block them? Will you send them? Will you block them? I will block you straight. Let me tell you today, even if Coach Mo don't want to say it, me, Coach Salisu, will block you. Take note of that. I said it, I will block you. Because I'm telling you now, but the same way, if you die and you are not following God, what's going to happen? You think God will accept your repentance when you die, whether you're a Christian or Muslim? Once you are there, you're gone. The same way too, I will block you. Because I'm telling you now, but you are taking it for granted. I'm using my time now to tell you the truth. I am not telling you because my mind said it. It is because of the rich. You can see I'm quoting them. I have a lot of quotation in my head. I follow them bumper to bumper on Twitter. Once you are broke, I don't follow you. Why would I follow you when you are broke? What are you going to add to my life? Right? There are two things I'm going to end with. I'm going to end with Elon Musk's words, and I'm going to end with one guy from India, a 16 years old guy from India. Those are the two things I'm going to end this session with. But I want to believe now you now understand why you should not be complacent. That word complacency, you should ensure that you take it off your character if you have that character. If you have that character, you need to make sure you're not complacent, meaning that you are open to learning, and you are open to learning on a day-to-day basis. You are trying to be the best version of yourself. You are trying to be better than yesterday. On a daily basis, you want to learn a new thing. On a daily basis, those things you know, you want to revisit them to see if God can give you an inspiration to see how you can even know it better than you know on a day-to-day basis. It is not on a weekly or on a monthly. Some people will start. I have a lady, right? A very smart lady who I finished schooling with during my school days. She believed in me because when I started OHU, I chatted her. I told you guys, this meeting is not to take long, but it's worth it. This lady, her name, I think she doesn't attend ever since she activated her vote, since 2021, because she believed me, right? And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about integrity. Her name is Grace. Her name is Grace. She's not on this call. She don't attend Zoom. She just say, because it's me. She activated her vote. She's among the second or first person that activated her vote when I preach. I went through my contacts, all right? I went through my contact when Coach Mo told me about Royal Q, right? And I have done my due diligence. The conviction I had was my money is in my custody, 100%, and I can never lose money. I don't care whether I'm making profit or not. I don't want to know. My money is with me and I can make money. Those are the conviction, right? So when I look at my contacts, who do I preach this business to? Because I don't have capital at that time. She was number 2, the second person, up to today, back to back. She's been new an account since 2021, and she doesn't attend Zoom. Anytime I come sell, she will call me. She like taking 10-15%. She don't like all these 2%, 1.5%. When I see some people 1.5%, she like taking 5, 10, 15. Even yesterday it was 15% I said for her for the 3 trades. Why am I saying this? Because she believed in me. A lot of people are in your phone now. As I'm talking to you now, there are some people that believe you, that trust you. You have not just gone there to start from A to Z. Go to your phone. You just need, do you know that you just need 5 to get to V3? 5 people. You just need 5 people to get to V3. If you are not complacent. I'm going to share it today. Yes, you just need 5. I'm going to share this thing, this strategy. I'm going to share it tomorrow on Thursday. So the only way you can excel in royalty to get to B3, I'm a B3, I'm about to enter B4. Coach Mo is a B4, he's on his way to B5. Once I smash B4 now, he just need one more B4 to smash B5. Now, how we doing it, come tomorrow, you'll get to know it. We refuse to be complacent because we are sticking to the words of Warren Buffett. He said, the mindset that kills business is complacency. Make sure you always get better on a day-to-day basis, on a regular basis. You are trying to, even though you don't have a new thing to learn, those things you learn, revisit it. Those books you have read, financial books you have read. I think I dropped a list on the group about the list of books of Robert Kiyosaki. Revisit them and read them. I'm going to send the list again on the group. The list on the group again. To revisit them and read. As you're reading the financial books, you are also getting to know your royalty better. Daily basis for the rest of your life. This is what you want to do. Don't say you just want to do it for 2 months and see, or you want to make it for 3 months. For the next 5 to 10 years, for the rest of your life, Jack Ma said that when you start a business, don't think you'll be successful in the next 3 months or 6 months or 1. I'm not the one that said it. You can go and confirm. Use your Meta AI and confirm if you think I'm lying. Jack Ma, he is the richest man in China. What richest man in China? 27 richest man in the world. When you start a business, think of 5 to 10 years. But I'm even going further. When I started, for the rest of my life, this is what I'm doing. For the rest of my life, I'm doing this. I am Coach Mo. Full time for the rest of our life. So when you see us succeed, we pay the price. So if you think you just activate royalty in 2 months, 3 months, you think you want to know everything. Can you graduate? The course you studied was 5 years. You spent 5 years in school. Even after 5 years in school for degree, some of us are still broke. I know somebody that has a first class in physics as degree, first class in physics, masters, and his salary is not up to 200,000 naira. Coach Mo is here. He's making 2.6 million on a monthly. It is not about what you know, it's about being smart. Those kind of people, now when you want to preach royalty, they want to show you that they know everything. Right? Because he's not his complacence. He feels that he knows everything. So that's number one way of Warren Buffett that I would want us to take note of. Complacency. Be better than yesterday. Don't allow complacency to kill your business. That's number one thing. Then let's go back to Jack Ma. Jack Ma's words. We're going back to Jack Ma. Sorry, we should have a PowerPoint, but we had an issue with our Canva. That's why we've been able to do it. Now, the second thing you need to take note of is Jack Ma's word. Jack Ma said that as an entrepreneur, you should have belief. When you have belief, you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to fear. These are the words of Jack. I'm not the one that said it. He said it. He said, as an entrepreneur, you have activated your royalty, right? You should believe. Do you believe in the system? That's the question. Do you believe in it? Because if you believe in it, when you start seeing floating loss minus 80, you'll not complain. But some of us don't believe in it. When you start seeing floating loss, you run away. Floating loss. Hey, is it going to sell? Because in the first place, you don't even believe in it. Like I told you, the conviction I had with royalty was my capital is in my custody, 100%. I'm in full control of my capital, and I can make money without even referral if I so desire, and I can never lose money. That's my conviction. What about you? What do you believe? Do you believe in royalty? If you believe in royalty, type a yes on the chat. Do you believe in this business? Do you believe in this business? That's the words of Jack Ma. As an entrepreneur, you should have belief. When you have belief, you have nothing to worry about and you have nothing to fear. Those are the words of Jack Ma. I just finished with the words of Warren Buffett. Now we are in number 2, the words of Jack Ma. Do you believe in the system? That's the first big thing. And what made you to believe in the system? You should know what made me, What made me to believe in Royal Q and gave me that conviction, right? That even if I have $1 million, I can put it in Royal Q, is because my capital is in my custody, 100%. Number two, I can never lose money. Those are my beliefs. So anybody I am preaching this business to, I can preach and even bet my kidney on it because I have the belief. Why do you believe in God? Because he knows he's the one that does everything. From your Bible or from your Quran. That's the belief. Even if they are going to slaughter your truth, because of that belief you have, they say you should worship sun. If somebody should catch you now and want to slaughter your truth, for you to believe in the sun, that God's son is God, you will not believe because you have that belief is already built in your mind. Same thing with Royal Q. You need to believe in the system, even when you are seeing floating loss of minus 80. BNX was minus 80% floating loss. Minus 80% for some people. As I'm talking to you now, some people were happy. BNS. People that I told about Royal Q that are trading that BNS, they came back to thank me. If you check the group, there's a lady, her BNS sold, and she said, this business is not for people that don't have a long-term mindset. She said something like that. That lady was in BNX, minus 80%. But because she believed in the business, she don't worry. She don't care. Even this lady that I mentioned, Grace, she experienced Gala. She traded Gala 2 years ago, I think last year. Yeah, 2 years ago. She was in floating loss for 1 year. Gala, but eventually because she believed in the business and she believed in me that brought the business to her, that she knows that I will not lie or tell her something that is not right. She believed and she waited. And the Gala eventually sold off. Same thing with BNX. If you see somebody on the group, in our various group that is complaining that, this floating loss, will the market recover? When we might come say, they don't even believe in the business in the first place. Those kind of people don't last. It is the orientation they had before they started the business. They didn't tell. Nobody hold them and told them what the business is. Floating loss, any kind of business you do on earth, even now as I'm talking to you now, all of you are in floating loss. All of you are in floating loss. Somebody will say, why do I say so? My brother and sisters on this call, I said it earlier, and I said I'm going to say it on this session. All the money you spent right from pre-nursery, calculate the school fees you paid, the food you have put, the lunchbox they were giving you, the clothes you were, the uniform you were paying for, up to SS3, enter the university, all the money you spend, if you don't recover it after you got a job, you are still in floating loss. Because you need to recover all those money from your salary before you now say, yes, you are on floating profit. Have you recovered it? Yes or no? Type it. Respond on the chat. Respond on the chat. Yes or no? Have you recovered the money back? If you are to calculate it, have you recovered it back?
Oh, yeah.
If you have not recovered it, you are in floating loss. Come and tell me, there is no business on earth. Whether it's real estate, any business you are doing, you must. I challenge you on this call. Tell me a business you cannot do. It is because you don't even believe in the business. That is why God is not even giving you the inspiration to understand that every other business, it is the same business that you are doing that a white man decided to use a software to mimic and put on your phone to save you the stress to go and rent a shop and sit down and wait for customers. A white man decided to mimic a software and put it on Play Store for everybody to download. But because of your mindset, you are already being possessed by salary. Salary has killed your brain to open your mind to see that it is that same business that you are going. Every time you and I go to the market to buy food stuff, those market women that are in those shops, they are also experiencing floating loss. If you don't know, my brothers and sisters on this call, sometimes they experience permanent loss because a woman that is selling tomatoes, sometimes those tomatoes are perishable commodities. When that tomato spoil, do you think she will sell it? That is coin being delisted. But because you refuse, you don't want to open your mind to see what we are seeing. You say floating loss and you stay away from the business. You don't forgetting that it is that same business that people are doing that was mimicked into a software and put on your phone. Real estate business. Come to real estate. Come to mention any business. Even laptop, those that are selling laptops. If you use 100 million to open a shop and buy laptop and fill it with laptops, if you don't recover that 100 million, you are in floating loss. You have to recover that money back. Even pharmacy, people that are into pharmacy, they experience permanent loss because if the drugs expire, they cannot sell it. There is no business on earth that don't have floating loss. I repeat, there is no business on earth that don't have floating loss. I challenge you on this call. We are 22 on this call. I challenge you to tell me. I will unmute you because this session is recorded. I will unmute you to challenge me. Tell me a business that don't have floating loss. If all of us here, you are in floating loss, because I said all the money you spent in school, the handout you bought, the transport you made, the school uniform you wear, all from pre-nursery to SS3, all the money you spent, your school fees, if you calculate everything, if that money is not recovered from your salary, you are still in floating loss. So if that will happen to you, there is nothing, there is no anything that you must experience floating loss. So the question now is, do you believe in royalty business? If you believe, and you know that every other business, even the fertilizer business that Dangote is doing, even as I'm talking to you now, Dangote is in floating loss. Dangote, who is the richest man in Africa, is in floating loss because he used $20 billion. Go and Google it to create a refinery. And if he has not recovered that $20 billion, he's still in floating loss. As I'm talking to you now, he opened the refinery in Lagos, Nigeria. He's still in floating loss because he has to recover that $20 billion before you start saying he's in floating profit. The richest man in Africa is I see a lady on a group, on our group, saying that you can dodge floating loss. I'm just laughing because of ignorance. You think Dangote does not know that he knows where he can put his money? He's not expensive. That you think he doesn't know that that I just looked at the lady and just smiled at her because of ignorance. Unless you decide to sell at a loss, as long as you are ready to face floating loss, permanent loss, right? I'm still on the word of that man. Believe. You need to believe that you will, in this business, you will experience floating loss. You need to believe that in this business, coins will be delisted in some cases, sometimes. If you don't believe in this thing, tell your prospect, anybody that wants to activate, tell them this, let them know this. Don't lie to them because you're looking for activation, because you are going to spoil your reputation in the future. You will spoil your integrity. Hold your integrity. It is more important than money. That's number 2. The third person we were talking about is what? Steve Jobs. He's dead, but his works, the founder of Apple, that Apple laptop, the iPhone that you're using now, he is the founder of it. All right? Now, look at what he has to say. Let me read it out. He said that Steve Jobs, his net worth was more than $10 billion, his net worth. All these people I've mentioned, I did not, it is not Coach Mo that said it or Coach Sadisu that said it. It is the richest men in the world that are saying all these things I'm telling you now. Steve Jobs said that if you build the right way on the top line, the bottom line will follow. If you want to understand this, right? If you want to get to know this better, attend tomorrow's session. If you build the right way on the top line, the bottom line will follow. He also said, great things in business are never done by one person. They are done by a team of people. Did you get that? Does that sound something? Does that ring something to your mind? Because we are on our way. All of us on this class, we are on our way to V6, and we will get there. As long as we refuse to give up, we will get there. The reason why some people smash V6 is because they've already done the job in the past. Those people that you see smash V6 in a short period of time, the work you are doing now, they've already done it 10 years ago. They already have the contacts. That's why they smash the rank sharp in a short period of time. Even though some people, it also took them 2-3 years, because they've done the work in the past. So they have you now, you are just starting. Yes, you might be 3 years or 4 years old in this. This is network marketing. You are building your contacts. In the next 5-10 years now, you will smash V6, because those things that those guys did made them smash V6 in a short period of time. You must also pass through that same process, because you've not done it before. You get? Now, look at what Steve Jobs said. He said, if you build the right way on the top line, the bottom line will follow. What does that mean? I am saying it on this call. It is easy to get to V6, but it is hard if you want to get there with ignorance. With ignorance. You cannot be in this business and want to get to V6 with ignorance. And with what? Symptoms of poverty disturbing you. You need to cure yourself, because poverty is a disease, it's a sickness. And the symptoms of poverty is when number one, when an opportunity is presented to you, you are saying it is a scam. Once you are a prospect and an opportunity is presented to you, you say it is a scam. Instead of sitting down to analyze the business before you can now say this is a scam or it's not a scam. No, you just call it a scam. Number two, a business is presented to you. The person that is presenting the business to you, you are looking at him that you are better than him. Probably maybe you have car and he doesn't have car. Or you have house and he doesn't have house, he's still renting. Or you have 2 bedrooms, you are staying in a 2-bedroom and he is staying in 1 bedroom. You start comparing. God is sending somebody to make you, to lift you from poverty, and you are looking down on the person. Go and check. Jesus Christ, peace be upon him. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. All of them, are they sharing wealth? Are they sharing money? If you look at them, that time the Jesus Christ peace be upon him is preaching the word of God to you, and you're looking down on him that because you are richer than him. Do you think he will excel in life? Same thing with Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. When he's preaching the religion to you, you are looking down on him because you are richer than him, or because you have more worldly things than him. Do you think he will excel? So apply the same philosophy. When somebody is preaching something to you, look at the person first. What is his personality? If you don't know his personality, then move to what he's telling you. Because God can use people to enrich you. God can use somebody. Now you are in Keke Napep. Somebody will be telling you about business. I'm saying this for prospects. Maybe we have prospect here. Somebody is telling you about business. Instead of you to listen and see what you can gain from it, no, you're not interested. Okay, you are saying you that you're doing royal, you have you bought a car? It is the same thing with those kind of prophet and the example I gave to you guys. You need to sit down and give up. Keep your word material things, keep it on your pocket. Right? When you come to preach about the royalty business, keep your. I see some people they bring it. I'm not bringing religion into this call because I am bringing it as an example. I don't fucking care if you are watching, even if you are worshiping stone or you are worshiping table. I don't care. So long as you are truthful, you are honest, and you are humble. Those are the qualities of a leader. Some of us are just, you see them that you decide to build a team and you are not carrying everybody along to ensure that you dispense the information that you need to dispense. You need to pass the information you need to pass to them. No, you collected your activation fee and you abandon your team members. And you say God should not punish you. And you say God should not punish you. My brothers and sisters on this call, you think God will let you go? You go scot-free? After you have made people to bring in money into a business, what 400 or 500,000 naira in Nigerian currency, $240 to a business, and you do not hold them to show them what it is for them to see value. You just collect your activation fee and you ignore them, and you think God will not punish you. and you find yourself in church or you find yourself in mosque, holding rosary and reciting Quran after you have cheated a servant of God, and you think God will not punish you. God will just let you go. My brother, you are only deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. If you know you are not ready to build, that is what Steve Jobs is saying. If you build the right way, this is the right way. The right way to build is ensure, if you are not ready for this, my brother, don't even start. I am telling you, me, if you come to me in Royalty and you want to start Royalty, right? If you are not ready to do it for the next 5 to 10 years, I will tell you, don't even start. Carry your money and go. Go with your money. Don't even start if you're not ready to do it 5 to 10 years of your life. Because I know 5 to 10 years, if you give it that energy, that time, that consistency, that focus, that perseverance, you will see results. There's no doubt about it. So if you're not ready to do it 5 to 10 years, please go. Quit. Go. That's what I will tell you. I'm not begging you to join Royalty. Well, I'm telling you for free that this is a business that you need to change your financial life forever. Not just for you, not just for you alone, for your generation, entire generation. Right? So building the right way means that two things are involved. There are two things. The ways of Steve Jobs, like he said, once you build the right way on the top line, the bottom line will follow. Meaning that there are two things you need to build the right way so that the bottom line will follow. There are two things you need, I repeat, you need to build, you need to have for you to build the right way on the top line so that the bottom line will follow. And what are those two things? Character and competence. Character and competence. I repeat, character and competence. What is the character? Truth. You must be truthful. You must be truthful. You must be honest. And you must be humble. If you don't have this character, please don't build. Don't build. Just stay and be trading and don't build. That means you will not have more money than somebody that has this character and he's building to V6. You can see V6 account. V6 account make nothing less. I'm just saying it. I'm being conservative. V6 account is an account that you make nothing less than 25M on a monthly. I'm just being conservative. Sometimes it's 50. I am telling you today, nobody on this call can make that money on a monthly. If you're making 25M on a monthly, type a yes on the chat. I challenge you. Are you making 25M on a month? Are you making 25M on a month? Type it on the chat and come and challenge me. You are you making that? That is your 20 years or 10 years salary. You just need 5 years to get to that V6. 5 years in Royalty is better than 40 years in 9-to-5 job. This I can tell you for free. So as I'm saying, character involves being truthful. When I say truthful, meaning that before your client invest his money into this business, let the person know the pros and cons, the advantage of this business and the challenges. I'm not going to say disadvantage. It is the challenges on this business. There are only two challenges in this business: floating loss and coin being delisted. Preach it to them, let them know, and the final decision is up to them. That's being truthful. And when your client asks you a question, you need to be honest. Don't lie to the person because you want the person to activate. Maybe the person vote is about to expire. If you don't tell you that, what if I tell him what it is? Be straightforward and be humble. Every time your client talk to you or call you, be ready to leave everything you're doing. As a guy, there is a man that has never seen me before, and he stays in UK. He has never seen me before. And every time he called me, I respect him. I used to call him King. Attach a rank to that person's name. Oh, King Usman. Oh, King Joseph. Oh, King Emeka. Oh, King Ho. Queen Ho. Attach King or Queen to that name. That person will be happy anytime you're calling that person king or queen. Yes, because that person, if he's making money, you're making money. So when you attach king or queen to that person's, oh, sir, yes, sir. I'm not saying you should, even if you don't put yes, sir. Queen or king, when you call somebody like that, imagine a lady, I'm calling her queen, even if you're a married woman, so long as I'm not, it's not any, somebody will say, why are you calling my wife queen? I am not, it is just a respect attached to it. That's just it. That's being humble. I'm not saying that I know everything, but when you attach this kind of thing, what do you think? If I call you queen or king now, and I respect you, what do you think will happen? You will tend to want to work with me more, right? That's the character. But when you come to competence, you need to know how to, you need to understand the features of royalty, all the features of royalty, homepage, strategy, mind, everything. You need to understand it so that you're able to tell your activated members, teach them all the features of royalty. And number two, you need to know how to pick trades by yourself. You need to know how to pick trade by yourself. Don't say you want to depend on signals. Yes, the signals that we share is to help you to start making the money while you learn. You need to, you cannot get to V6 if you don't know how to trade. You need to learn how to trade. Now, when Steve Jobs said, if you build the right way on the top line, that top line is your first 5 people that you put under you. Once you activate your boat, go through your contact and see who among your contact can be those 5 dedicated people. Transfer the knowledge you have as regards trading, as regards features of royalty, transfer it to those 5. And those 5 should also transfer it to another 5. That's everything will now become what? 25. That's 30. You enter V2. And those 5, those 7, we don't want this session to exceed 1 hour. I'm going to share my screen so that you see what a young guy from India who is just 16 years old. Okay, I'm going to, let me share my screen. I think I dropped the screenshot on the group. Let me share my screen. If you can see my screen, I shared it on the group. Here, you see it. This is a young guy, Indian youngest CEO, 16 years old. Adityan Rajesh started his own IT company in Dubai at just 13 years old. This guy have started company because his father have already told him that salary can never make you rich. He started his own company 13 years old. At the age of 13, some of us are busy trying to enter SS1. We are trying to see how we can pass junior WAEC to enter SS1. This guy has already started a company. And some of us, even at the age of 39, we're still on salary. Is this not a disgrace? I will not call it a disgrace or when are you going to start your company? Royal Q is your company. When are you going to take your company seriously? This boy at the age of he's a CEO, he's 16 years old, but he started his company at the age of 13. At the age of 13. It's an IT company that helped clients to design websites. Tell me this today, when you see this guy at the age of 30, a millionaire in dollars or a billionaire in dollars, at the age of 30, some of us are still looking for a job, trying to see which aptitude test you are going to write, which state you are going to travel to in Nigeria to go and write aptitude test. This boy have already started business. What are you doing? Today on this call, you're on this call today. As I'm talking to you now, Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, none of them are salary earners. All of them are businessmen. They have a skill that they use to exchange for money. What skill are you using to exchange for money? Yes, you will say that you have a skill. That is why you are employed in your office. When are you going to start your own company? When are you going to start to earn? If you are working as a salary earner, you are exchanging your time for money. When are you going to start your own company so that you have time for yourself, so that you have time for your children, so that you'll be able to pay all your bills? Because it's only in business that you'll be able to pay all your bills. All right. So that being said, I'm going to end this class with, I don't want to play the video for Elon Musk's video, but Elon Musk is someone that if you are talking to him, once he's not benefiting into that in that speech, he will just leave. He walk away. That's number one rule. I'm going to share. If you think what I'm saying, you doubt it, I'm going to share the video on the group. You will listen to what he's saying. Once they are having a meeting and he sees that he's not contributing or he's not adding to his knowledge, he will leave the meeting. How many times do you sit down and be discussing politics, football with your friends that is not adding value to your knowledge? How many times are you wasting those time? Those time you're supposed to use it to build your business. Think of how you can grow to V6. Sit down after you come back from work, 4 to 5. Think of how many people can you contact and tell them about this opportunity to see how you can empower them with the skill that you have learned so that they too can use this business to solve their financial problem. Nigeria is a country where a lot of problems, there are problems upon problems upon problems. That is why there's an opportunity in Nigeria. Why will you sell your house to leave Nigeria? Why? Because of ignorance. When you can sell your house, use that capital to trade and make more money and build your royalty business. But no, you want to leave to another country where the problem, when you compare the problem in that country to your country, you know that you notice that your country has more problems than that country. So a country that has plenty of problems is a country where the opportunity of making money is, and you're running away from it. Solve the problem of your country. One of the problems of the country is inflation. We have unemployment. These are the key problem of this country. We have purchasing power. The purchasing power of your salary on a daily basis is going down. What are you going to do about it? Use royalty to solve people's financial problem. And you can do that using your Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And you can also do that running ads. If you have any question, you can type it on the chat before we call it a day. If you have any question, type in on the chat so that I'll respond to it. All right, I can see no question. No question. So today's class, in summary, is centered on complacency. Don't be complacent to say that you are okay, you don't need anything again. That is what will kill your business. Number 2 is believe in your business. Believe in your business. When you believe in your business, you don't have nothing to worry about, and you don't have fear. And then lastly, make sure you build rightly. Build rightly. When you build the right way, on the top line, the bottom line will follow. And how do you build rightly? You must ensure that you are a person of truth, honesty, and humility. And lastly, you must ensure.
When you're done, somebody is raising up his hand. King Mohammed, when you're done.
I'm just summarizing the class. And lastly, if you want to build the right way, I say you need 2 things: character and competence. And what are the character? You must ensure you are truthful. You must ensure you are honest. You must ensure you are humble. And what about the competence? You must ensure you know your business, in and out of your business. That's the words of even Dangote. You say, if you want to do a business, you must ensure you know A to Z of that business, so that you have the competence to preach the gospel of that business to anyone at any point in time. So somebody is saying, please, what are the 2 challenges you said the business have? The major 2 challenges are floating loss and coin being delisted. Those are the two only. They are the only challenges in the business. And it is the same thing that happens to any kind of business on earth. Floating loss. Even you, I just gave an example that all of us on this call are in floating loss. As long as you have not recovered all the money that was spent on you, your mother and father spent money on you from pre-nursery till the time you graduated from university and you got a job. Some of us are even still teaching. Imagine, after 20 to 25 years of your life, you are still teaching in a private school, collecting less than 100,000 naira. That's an insult. Start a business so that you earn more than that 100,000 naira. Reality can pay you more than that, right? All the money that was spent on you to get a degree or master's, if you have not recovered it, you are still in floating loss. There is no business that don't have floating loss, and there is no business that coin is not being delisted. It is just you that is not understanding what is going on. It is the same business that was mimicked into a software and put on your cell phone. So I can see King Muhammad Said said he has something to say. I'm going to unmute you, King Muhammad Said. You can tell us what you tell us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
First of all, please sorry for taking your time, because mine is not a question but a form of appreciation. I will be happy if I will have this privilege to appreciate you on direct like this by talking to you and your entire team. I'm very, very grateful for opening my mind and my eyes to see and my ears to hear. Please, what I want immediately after this this session, please, if there's any way they can post this to the general group so that I will repost it to my prospect too, because this inspiring words to me, I'm more convinced. I've been convinced, but I'm more convinced today, and even want to do more. Thank you, sir. I hope you get your message, sir.
Yeah, I got a message. Coach Mo is in charge of that. He's going to share the recording of this session on the group so that the prospects that are not available will be at their own leisure time. Thank you, King Muhammad Said, for your words. We appreciate your words. Your words, we don't take your words for granted. Your words is like vitamin that nourish our minds and keep us pushing, keep us going. Thank you very much. All right, so King Muhammad is, who else have a question? I can see somebody posted, he said, if a person has a coin that is about to be delisted, what should the person do in order not to be at a loss? Okay, now, let me bring it like this. You are a pharmacist that is selling Ciprotab. Ciprotab is a drug that is used to cure typhoid. And the expiring date, we are in February. The expiring date is 29th February. That's when the drug is going to expire. So and that drug, one pack of it is 5,000 naira. You bought it one pack and you want to sell it 6,000 naira to make a profit of 1,000 naira, right? I want to believe Queen Joy is listening to what I'm saying. Now, if you decide to say you still want to sell it at 6,000 naira, how many people will buy? You want to quickly sell it so that people will patronize you and take the drugs before the 29th of February. So if you don't reduce the price, people will not rush to buy, right? So if you reduce the price to 4,000 naira so that people will rush to buy, right? Because it's cheap, people will rush to buy and take the drugs before it expires. I think the drug is like 5 days or 10 days. It's finished. 5 days. So now, if you sell it at 4,000 naira, you have lost what? 2,000 naira. That is coin being delisted, because it is not the same way that you say a coin, the drug is about to be delisted from your shop on the 29th of February. So if you sell it at 4,000, you have lost what? 2,000 naira. You can use that 4,000 naira, which is the remaining amount, to go and buy another drug. Once you buy another drug, you want to sell the drug, maybe you put 3,000, you put 2,500 on it.
as in addition to the 4,000. That is, you want to sell it at 5,500. You can see, if you sell it at 5,500, the money that you use in buying the Cipro at 5,000 is back. Then 500 naira profit. That is what we do in Royal QT Motion International. Once your coin is to be delisted, we will tell you to put it on SRP or WLD or 1 million baby Dutch. Wait for the coin to go up so that you will now recover your capital from that coin. That is why we don't preach you trade only one coin. We tell you to trade minimum. Never you trade one coin with all your money. Because if such thing happens, you will have to wait and without trading. But if you are trading 3 coins, it happened to one, you will now see that you can just put that one on hold. The remaining 2, you can keep trading and keep enjoying your money. Right? That is what we do here. That's why we say you can never lose money unless you lose your patience. Unless you lose your patience, you can never lose money in this business. I can bet my kidney on this business. And this is what I am, Coach Mo, Coach Wealth, Queen Dollar Queen, Jennifer Vela, Coach Aminu, Coach Bashir Abdul Momin, Coach Jibril, and I can see Queen Hope is also on this call. These are people that I know front and back that will do this business for the rest of their life. They have no worries. I just mentioned them. If you are also one of them, with some I will identify you, right? We want to push this business and ensure that Nigerians as a whole have at least 50 or 100 million Nigerians have this software on their phone in the next 10 to 15 years. We can do it. There's nothing impossible. Impossible, it does not exist in the dictionary of my mind. Same thing as Coach Mo. As long as you can think it, you can do it. Who is making you to think it? It is God that is making you to think it because it is possible. That's why God is putting it in your mind to think it. Yes, if you are in floating loss of 50% deep, yes, you can buy manually to inject money on that coin, because when that coin pump, you quickly would get out. For example, you have $1,000 on a coin and you're in a floating loss of 50%. That means it is only $500 that you see on your Binance because you're in floating loss of $500. Now, if you inject another 1,000 on that coin, it will reduce the floating loss from 50% to 25%. Everything will not be $2,000. If you inject another $2,000 to that coin, it will reduce the floating loss from 25% to 12.5%. Everything will not be $4,000 on that coin. So if you are waiting for the coin to pump, immediately the coin do 20%, and maybe you want to enjoy 5%. You can see you have a floating loss of 12.5. By the time you cancel out that 12.5 and you do another 8%, you enjoy 5% and you're out. That means 5% of 4,000 is what you are going to enjoy. Is because you don't have extra cash. That's why you're in floating loss. And that's why you need to keep marketing this business like your life depends on it. If you don't have the capital, that's how I Am Coach Mo started. And when you see us in V6, with time you will see us in V6. That I can guarantee, without doubt, because we believe in what we're doing. We believe in what you're doing. Right? Maybe you will watch the recording, think, William, I am saying that, let me use $100 as an example. It seems like the $1,000 I use, you don't get it. $100 in floating loss of minus 50%, it means you are in a floating loss of $50 in value, in Naira, sorry, in USDT. But in percentage, it is percentage loss. The one we thought when we were in SS2, you thought percentage loss, percentage profits. Percentage loss is minus 50%. Now, the value is minus $50. By the time you inject another $100, it will reduce the floating loss from 50% to 25%. It means you will now have $200 on that coin. By the time you inject another $200, everything on the coin will be $400. It means it will reduce the floating loss from 25% to 12.5%. By the time you inject another $400, everything on the coin will be $800. It will reduce the floating loss from 12.5% to 6.25%. Every time you inject the exact money on a coin into that coin, it will slash the floating loss by 2. That's just the trick. King William. All right. Thank you very much for your presence. We appreciate your presence here on this call. We don't take your presence for granted. And please, when you're on Zoom call, don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet. Anything you don't understand, type it on the chat. We will respond to you. Our goal is to, this is how we can contribute and fight the problem of Nigeria, the problem of Africa, the problem of the world. This is our own contribution to humanity, right? This is our own contribution. What is your own contribution? What are you doing to add value to humanity? What are you doing? If you don't think like this, you'll be broke, because you will just remain as a salary earner and you're not thinking outside the box. As I'm talking to you now, Elon Musk is working on Starlink being connected to a smartphone. Do you know what it means? How many people MTN, Airtel, Etisalat will lose? They will lose a lot of customers, and Elon Musk will be cashing out from you and I, using you and I to make money. That's how you should think. Imagine you have 10,000 people that are in your team. How much do you think you're making on a daily basis? You will quit your job. Once you enter V6, I don't think anybody that is a V6 member, you cannot employ them. Because somebody that is collecting 25, 30 million on a monthly, you want to give him a job. He cannot sit in the office. Yes, King Yunusa, the more money you inject, the less it flows to us. Thank you, and see you in our next class. Have a day full of blessing and mercy of the Lord. Bye, everyone.